Hey, everybody, it's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show.
Carmen Ortiz comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game, shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact. Stepping to the plate for Charlotte, Carmen Ortiz. Switch hitter, batting righty against the lefty on the mound. Dumps one into left. And the lead runner has to hold on at second. To the bottom of the first we go. Now here's the speed threat. Outfielder Cameron Meisner. And he's got really good wheels. One of those skills you really can't teach. Not only does he have excellent speed, but it's the effort that catches your eye. That speed benefits him on the base paths and on defense. Teams always want players who can turn and burn out there. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fights that one off, will reset and do it again. Here it comes. And the curveball is down and in. That was really close around the knees, but she's handling it well on the mound. Just has to adjust her sights. Swings and misses, struck him out. One gone, bottom half of the first. Next to bat for the Bulls, Tristan Peters. That's a strike. 0-1. Peters, starting in left, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2021.
Ball, one strike. No, outside.
Swings and misses, and the count is 2-2.
2-2.
One out and the base is empty. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Home first moving quickly tonight, 2 away. Already establishing a potent rhythm, striking out the first 2 batters. It looks like these hitters are gonna have their work cut out for him in this one. Curtis Mead in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Swings through that one for strike 2. Off to a great start on the mound. It could be a tough game for this lineup. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base knock. That keeps the inning going. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Xavier Isaac. Doing a fine job at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
0-1.
The 0-1 offering. Gets that fastball by the swing upstairs.
0-2.
2 straight swings to start this AB, and he'll need to show more discipline if he doesn't want to whiff. Gets a piece, stays alive. Swung on and missed, struck him out. That ends the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. 1 inning in the books here. The Knights lead it 1-0. 2 outs and the bases loaded. Ortiz, 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Hey, ducks on the pond.
Swings and jolts one to left.
Oh, get up, get up.
Gone! Grand slam! Oh my! Made them pay for that one. It's 5-zip. A very efficient homer in this spot. Got a juicy offering on the first pitch and didn't miss. That was a terrific swing. She wasn't selling out for power, just looking for good contact. Well, she got that and more. Great job to put it over the wall for the grand slam. Today's action is brought to you by Hack and Slash Landscaping, offering Ultra Grass, the grass they don't want you to have. That's an uncharacteristic chase. He usually lays off pitches off the plate like that. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swings and misses, it's a strikeout. And quickly 1 away in the 2nd inning. And now at the plate, Colton Ledbetter. Tearing it up at the plate recently. Chance to extend that hitting streak to 10 games here. Comes up empty, strike 2. Way too cavalier an approach from this lineup. They seem to be swinging at everything. Swing and a miss. Already 2 gone in the home half of the 2nd inning. Base is empty with 2 out. Stepping to the plate for Durham, Cooper Kinney. And a strike in there. She's started this frame with 7 straight strikes. We're in immaculate inning territory. Swings and misses, struck him out. An immaculate inning. Who needs a defense behind you? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. A command performance for her. We're back here at the ballpark. And now, Tanner Murray. Popped in the air, left field. Got it. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side. Dominic Keegan, the next to hit, takes ball 1. With a 6-run lead, no reason to be too fine with him here. You have to attack hitters in this spot. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. She reached back and blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that. Got the batter swinging. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball game. Back to the top of the order here. And now the center fielder, Cameron Meisner. 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time. On the ground, right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. Two away and a runner at first. Here's the left. Fielder, Tristan Peters. First at bat was a strikeout. Ortiz throws over. Meisner back in standing. Pitch out, but no action here. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Good pitching there, putting it a bit
One
up and in
ball,
on his
one
hand so
strike.
he can't extend for more power. Next pitch, in for a strike. And a foul ball, so he stays alive. Fly ball down the line. Carrying near the fence. That drops in no man's land, a foul ball. 1-2 pitch. And there's a
Ball
ball.
two.
That's such a hard pitch to lay
Two
off of
ball,
at the
two
plate.
strike.
Nice job to spit on that tempting slider down and in. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Meisner, the runner at first with 2 out. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swings through it for the strikeout. And that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit. Next up for the Knights, Carmen Ortiz. Already a homer for her in this one. That one ripped into right center. It's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. Scores on that one. And she's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately, and she's a threat every time she steps into the box. Fouled off down the right side. Meade measures 6'1", 24 years old. He's usually a third baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. That one misses, and the count 2-1.
2-1.
Next one's fouled back. 2-2, and the pitch. Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up. Spoils that one, it remains 2-2. Struck out swinging. One gone leading off the 4th. Xavier Isaac digs in now. Struck out swinging in the first AB. And takes low for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes. That's a ball. 2-0.
And pops it up. Gray. And now 2 away. Base is empty with 2 out. Now the third baseman, Braden Taylor. 3-pitch strikeout in the last AB. Will definitely want to do better this time. 0-1 now.
Ha!
Pops this one up.
Take it.
That is the inning. So they make short. Bottom half of the 5th, and the Bulls batting.
The right fielder, Jose Ledbetter.
Fouled off left side. There's a strike up high. 0-2 now. And that one is foul. We'll try again. Now here's the 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And the leadoff hitter set down in the fifth. And the batter will be the shortstop, Cooper Kinney. Went down on strikes the first time through. Swing and a foul straight back. The Knights up big in this game. Bottom half of the fifth. 0-2 waves at that one. Down 0-2, and now you have to shorten up and just find a way to put it in play. Maybe gonna have to fight one or two off. Handles. Throws to first. Two quick outs here in the bottom half of the fifth inning.
Second baseman, Murray.
Tanner Murray will hit next.
High. No balls. One strike.
Fine work in this one, just one strike away from a fifth shutout frame. Ground ball to second. Whips it to first.
That's an out.
Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Continues to roll on the mound. 5 shutout innings in the books. We're back here at the ballpark. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Coming up next to the dish for Durham, Dominic Keegan. Out in
That's a
front with the
strike.
swing. That's strike one.
0-1.
Comes up
Hey!
empty on the swing. 0-2 now. What
No
a
balls.
filthy
2
splitter
strikes.
she has. That thing dropped like it was filled with iron, and there was a magnet in front of home plate. The strikeout there. 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter here in the 6th. We head back to the top of the lineup. Digging in at the dish for the Bulls, Cameron Meisner. 1 for 2.
Hut one. No balls. One strike.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. That's a K. Back-to-back Ks. That's straight-up power pitching right there. 3 straight fastballs, and the batter wasn't up to the task. He couldn't even make contact.
Ball.
Might need to work on the timing before your next AB. Peters, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Grounder left
That's
side,
foul.
and it goes just foul. The 1-1 offering. On the ground, right side. Takes it to the bag at first. 3 up and 3 down, inning over. So another good inning. All set for the start of this inning. And now the DH, Carmen Ortiz. An impressive showing in a fierce rivalry matchup. And you have to think the manager is pleased with that. Smacks this one to left center. Can't get there. That should be extra bases. In safely with a double, second of the day. She did a good job there on an upper 90s fastball. Read it well out of the... So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Tyler Gilbert. He's a fierce competitor when he takes the hill. Not a big strikeout pitcher, though. Oh, what a great play. Nicely done for the out. 2 runners left. Ortiz with a great day at the plate in this game and a... Carmen Ortiz with an incredible stretch lately, riding a 25-game hitting streak. Can she keep this going? It's the Charlotte Knights taking on the... So 2 down. And here at the plate, Carmen Ortiz. Coming off a big one yesterday, knocked in 5 runs. That one is smoked, right field. It's pretty far back. Gets over his head. She makes the turn and digs for second base. And it's a 2-out double. And she keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. That one was served in a punch bowl right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand.
No one better right now, kid.
This one is labeled
Get out, ball, get out.
way deep. And it is gone. Made them pay for that one. Home run number 30 on the year. And that's how they take the lead. It's 3-2. When a hitter puts a swing like that on the first pitch of an at-bat, it's because they came up looking for that exact pitch. I think that's the case for her there. She absolutely smoked that one.
Laser!
And that's a one-out single. And she's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately, and she's a threat every time she steps into the box.
Hey, nice run.
That one ripped for a base hit down the line. Into second base, the tying run is on with a leadoff double. Great job by the leadoff hitter there. They need runners and scoring opportunities. That's exactly what she gave them with that knock. Plenty of options now. Carmen Ortiz comes into this one. So 2 down. Carmen Ortiz, the next to hit, coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. And there's a fly ball deep to right. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Around first, hustling for 2. In at second with a 2-out double. Everything came together on that swing. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. So up next, Carmen Ortiz, 4 for 4 last night. Hit hard on a line. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Coming around third. Crosses the plate. That makes 2 doubles for her on the day. Not a bad bit of work by the DH. So 2 on and 2 out. Carmen Ortiz getting ready to hit. RBI knocked the last time up, and now a chance to drive in another run. This one lifted to center field. And that will retire the side. Ortiz digs in now.
Carmen Ortiz.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Tags up from second, heads to third. We're back here at the ballpark, and now the DH, Carmen Ortiz. That one ripped into right center. Can't get there. That should be extra bases. Around second now, and they still don't have it. Runner rounds third, on her way to the plate. Play at the plate and out. Tried for the inside the Parker, but couldn't make it. Ortiz was fantastic in the win. So 2 down. And now, Carmen Ortiz. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win. Well struck, right field. That one is gone. Blasted that one out of here. A solo blast. And it gives them the lead in the first. It's 1-0. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. We're in the bottom of the first. Stepping to the plate for Durham, Chandler Simpson. Simpson throws right and bats left. 24 years old, a former first-rounder back in 2022.
Ha! 1-1.
Strike three. This pitcher doesn't care where you got drafted. Sit down. The batter now, Aiden Smith.
Ha! 0-1.
Next one's fouled back. One out and the base is empty. That
Ball,
one
no.
misses. And that's ball one. Great job to lay off that one on 0-2. Those big looping curves
Yeah.
are very tempting. Got him looking. 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first this evening. Already establishing a potent rhythm, striking out the first 2 batters. It looks like these hitters are gonna have their work cut out for them in this one. Next up, the designated hitter, Curtis Mead.
No. 1-0. Zero.
2 quick strikeouts to start the game for this
One
lineup.
ball,
They
one
may
strike.
need to start attacking the first hittable pitch they see. Two outs and nobody aboard. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. No runs, no base hits, no errors. Ortiz will hit next. She's already homered in this ball game.
Hey, clutch up right here.
Smoked on the ground to second. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. 1 run in the... We're back here at the ballpark. Now up, Xavier Isaac.
No. 1 ball, no strikes. Ha!
Looks like he might be willing to chase up the ladder
1-1.
even higher after that swing. The pitcher saw that, and we'll see how she adapts. Struck the batter out without a swing. Leadoff batter retired here in the second. Here's the third baseman, Braden Taylor. Little chopper rolls foul. The pitch. That one fouled off. Set down on strikes. Already 2 gone in the home half of the second inning. Base is empty with 2 out. And now the shortstop, Cooper Kinney.
Hee-haw!
And goes down on strikes. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. So no runs. Today's action is brought to you by Dr. Guy N. Emer. If your humors are out of balance, he's the one to call. Ask about specials on leeches and tree
No
panning.
balls, 1 strike.
That one finds the zone. And the count is 0-2. Struck out looking for the backwards K. They get the leadoff batter here in the third. So digging in, Drew Baker.
Hut!
And a big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Struck out looking. 2 straight retired to begin the bottom of the third.
Batting ninth, the catcher,
Kenny Piper now at the plate.
Piper.
Ha!
She's started this frame with 7
0-1.
straight strikes. We're in immaculate inning territory. Down 0-2, swings through it. And that's number
0-2.
8, only 1 to go. Pitch
Ball,
misses
no.
there. Ball 1. That was well spotted, but she couldn't get the call from the plate umpire. But she's handling it well, and she might get that call later. Got
Hey,
it.
high, 3.
Nice job out there as she gets them 1, 2, 3. 9 straight set down here to start the game. Charlotte ahead. Now a chance for Carmen Ortiz. She's already gone yard in this game. Fouled off to the right. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one is absolutely pummeled. One hops off the wall, might be trouble here. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. He's safe, they clear the bases. And she's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately, and she's a threat every time she steps into the box. Welcome back, the Bulls at the dish in the bottom of the 4th. Fouls one off, out of play, back to our left. Some impressive baseball talent has been born in Durham, including Roger Craig, Brian Roberts, Trot Nixon, and Hall of Fame catcher Rick Farrell. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swings through it for the K. Leadoff batter retired in the 4th. Aiden Smith getting ready to hit. Struck out looking the first time up. Next one's popped in the air into right. Makes the grab on the run. Base is empty with 2 out. Digging in, Curtis Mead. First at bat was a strikeout.
Ball. No, that's
Mead,
in.
24 years old, and he was born in Australia. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. 2 down and
Hey,
nobody
Rod.
aboard.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights it off, we'll see another. 2 outs and nobody aboard. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And a nice frame on the mound. She sets him down 1-2. Bottom half of the 5th, and the Bulls batting. Check swing, appeal to third. Went around according to Carl Dixon. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the 5th. Now the third baseman, Braden Taylor, went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Might have a more aggressive approach
No
this
ball,
plate
1
appearance.
strike.
She's done well to get these hitters chasing at pitches outside the zone. They've got to be a bit more patient and make her come into the strike zone if they want to get to her. Steps on the bag. 2 quick outs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Base is empty with 2 out. Cooper Kinney, the next to hit. Caught looking the first time up. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Love how she's attacking the zone, throwing a ton of strikes. These hitters need to be ready to swing at the first good strike they see. 0-2, rocks and fires. Swings and misses. 3 up and 3 down, inning over. So 5 perfect innings in the books. The Knights out in front, 5-0. Bases are empty with 2 away. Ortiz will hit next. Already a homer for her in this one. That's ripped toward center. There to make the catch. Coming up next to the dish for Durham, Tanner Murray. The righty-lefty splits there. Swing and a miss late on that one. The hitters in this lineup have been aggressive early in the count, swinging a lot, but then when they get down, they need to be a little more patient. Maybe they take some pitches and extend the at-bats, try to get some base runners aboard. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That just missed. What a take with 2 strikes. Set down looking. Leadoff batter retired in the 6th. So up next, Drew Baker. Went down on strikes the first time through.
Yeah. No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. That's strike two.
0-2.
That's a low light of a swing. This pitch popped up.
You got
Burrows.
it, you got it.
2 away now. Base is empty with 2 out. Here's the catcher, Kenny Piper. Fastball finds the inside corner at the knees. She's shown some excellent command in this game, and that's helped drive her success, really putting the ball where she wants it to go. Now here's the 0-2. On the ground to first,
Foul
and that's
ball.
just foul. Got it. Nice job out there as she gets them 1, 2, 3. Perfection through 6 innings. The Knights lead it 5-0. Hope you had a good stretch at home, set for the last half of the 7th. Digging in at the dish for the Bulls, Chandler Simpson. Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. Here comes the 0-1. Late on that fastball. Once again, she's ahead 0-2, and she's got the power in this at bat. Left field,
Got it. Ball, take it.
racing over to make the catch. Now it's the right fielder, Aiden Smith.
Ball.
With a
no.
6-run lead, no reason to be too fine with
1-0.
him here. You have to attack hitters in this spot.
Strike.
Good pitching there, putting it a bit up and in on his
1-1.
hand so he can't extend for more power. Swings through it.
1-2.
The Bulls held hitless so far in the game. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Swing went right over top of the curveball. Curtis Mead digs in now. Mead having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. In there,
Yep.
and it's 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Popped up. My drop.
You got it, you got it.
And that ends the inning. The perfection. We're back here at the ballpark. Now at the dish, Xavier Isaac.
No, that's a ball.
Bash down the right side, but foul. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss. What a filthy splitter
ball,
she
2
has.
strikes.
That thing dropped like it was filled with iron, and there was a magnet in front of home plate. The next
Outside,
pitch
ball.
misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Leadoff batter out here in the 8th. So digging in, Braden Taylor. Still a ways to go, but you do not want to move away from this broadcast.
0-1.
The 0-1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. The Bulls with plenty of ground to make up here in the bottom half of the 8th. Puts this one in the air down the line.
I got it.
That's out number 2. And she's really closing in on this now with 4 outs remaining. So up next, Cooper Kinney, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Swings through it.
0-2.
And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. And a swing and a miss. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. Coming up to the dish for Charlotte, Carmen Ortiz. And that one hammered. And that is a foul ball. swing and a rocket. This one pretty far back. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. And she's put together quite a game. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm. 2 outs and a runner at first. Now, Chandler Simpson. Now this is lifted to center. And it drops in. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. That one was way in on the hands. He did a great job to pull them in and get enough barrel on the ball to push it back through the middle for a hit. So 2 down. Next to hit, Carmen Ortiz. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win. A laser into the outfield. And that's the end of the inning. Ortiz now at the plate, 0 for 1. This one is labeled. That's the most efficient you can be. 3 outs on 3 pitches. 2 outs, bases empty. That's a base hit. So the hitting streak rolls on with another knock, and she's just unconscious at the plate lately. It always seems like she comes up to the dish with a plan of attack, and it's clearly been working. We'll see how she counters the inevitable adjustments from opposing pitchers. High fly ball, well driven out to right center field. Hits the fence. Into second easily with a leadoff double. And she's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately, and she's a threat every time she steps into the box. A frozen rope. And that'll do it. She was a difference maker for them in this one. Nice. So 2 down. Stepping to the plate for Charlotte, Carmen Ortiz. Looking to bring the hitting streak up to 30 games. Maybe some added pressure on this at bat. That one socked to left field. And that one hops the wall. Makes the turn, heads for second base. The relay, and she's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Now the left fielder, Tristan Peters. And he's got serious defensive upside as a prospect with solid speed, good defense, and that elite arm strength. Really nice package of skills for an outfielder. Swing, high fly ball to center field. 2 down.
Batting third, the designated.
Nobody on and 2 outs. Digging in for the Knights, Carmen Ortiz. On the ground, Taylor. There with plenty of time, inning over. So no runs, no hits. Next to hit, Willie Vasquez. Now the 1-2 pitch. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 away. Bases are empty with 2 away. Now at the plate, Colton Ledbetter. In the air to center, Ortiz under it. And that'll wrap this inning up. Carmen Ortiz, the next to hit. 1 for 2.
Good turn now, no better.
Swing and a ball belted left field. Gone! Made them pay for that one. fourth home run of the series. And now they're out front. It is 4-2. What a fun trip around the bases for her with the lead changing hands on that homer. Not great command on the mound, and with a low 90s fastball, that's not a winning formula. Full marks to the hitter. She recognized the pitch early and belted it out. So digging in, Carmen Ortiz, already with a 2-run shot back in the 5th inning, and she's looking to add to that impact right now. This one is labeled. It's pretty deep, and it's gone. A solo blast, her second of the night, and they add on. It's 5-3. They are feeling great right now, already out in front. Then they add that homer. That's a good job to be aggressive in the box after watching him closely on the mound. Once you've got his timing down, it's a lot easier to give a strong, confident swing. Out to center. Ortiz under it. Brings it in for the out. Runner tags at second to third. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. An exciting play, a great throw to third for the double play, but oh my goodness, just no reason to try to move up to third right there. That is not great base running to end the inning. So up next, Carmen Ortiz. She's gone deep twice in this one, her last homer coming in the 7th inning, and she's got a chance now for a 3rd home run, which would be a stupendous achievement. Right side, hard hit. Whips it to first, and out at first. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, and it's a 2-run game.
Let's go, Xavier.
In the air to right, and that should do it. Gets under it for the out, and that's your ball game. Opposing pitchers will want to take note of how
Today is the day. Can you stand it? Welcome back to MLB Network, coming your way from Studio 21. Lauren Shahadi, Melanie Newman, Carlos Pena, about to watch history unfold together. The day is finally here. A woman is going to play Major League Baseball. It's difficult to put into words what this means for women, for baseball, for sports, and even the world at large, Mel.
This is exciting. This is a huge step forward, and not playing the me game here, but to have that first in baseball.
You know it.
That took so long to have that change stepping forward. It's going to come with a lot of pomp and circumstance. This is going to be talked about for quite some time because that first belongs to her forever. But outside of that celebration, it comes with the weight of making sure you can step up to that first, because if you put a good performance forward, that door is open forever. For every woman coming behind her, you don't have to go through all of this difference and this separation. It's going to be judged on an even playing field. All these players had to go through the minor leagues together. It's hard for everybody. It might have been a little harder for her.
Yeah, this is absolutely huge. This is monumental because the testing has been even more rigorous for her. It's extremely difficult to get to the major leagues, and now here she is. She's absolutely earned it, and she's going to continue to get tested. The pressure is huge, but she's incredibly mentally tough.
Yeah, I think of the little girls everywhere glued to their TV screen, watching the first and hoping there's plenty more on the way. Good luck. We will certainly all be watching.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Chicago White Sox. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. This crowd is ready for an unforgettable moment for our sport. Baseball is a game of tradition, but it's also ever evolving. Today, we get a chance to witness a major step in that evolution with the debut of the very first female Major League Baseball player. Singy, thanks for joining me on this momentous occasion.
I've got chills, Boog. I mean, the first woman to play in the bigs. This is the stuff of legends. The atmosphere here in the ballpark is absolutely electric, and rightly so.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So 2 down, Nolan Gorman next up for the Cardinals. Ciani leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Drilled out towards left center field. Ortiz sizes this one up, brings it in, and that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. Now it's the White Sox turn. It's a scoreless ball game. And here's the rookie center fielder, Carmen Ortiz. Let's take a moment now as she steps up to the plate for the very first time. This is a milestone that transcends the game itself. Base hit center field. So a runner on base to start the inning. That wasn't just a hit. That was a statement, Singy. And I think this crowd of the players on the field got the message loud and clear. I have arrived.
Just an amazing moment to witness for everyone in the ballpark, the fans at home and us in the booth. The first female in MLB history just got a hit in her very first at-bat. I know, I'm on my feet right now.
Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Matz back to work. Line drive caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. She hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Matz back to work. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single.
All over that one right there. She wasn't able to elevate it, but she put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. Her first round tripper, and we watch history being made once again.
You know, her teammates are going absolutely crazy in the dugout, ready to welcome her back. Looks like this hitter was looking out over the plate, but she was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Wilson Contreras.
Oh, that insurance run in the bottom of the 8th inning was so good to add on, especially with this power hitter at the plate. If he goes deep, you're still up in the ball game. Really good spot to be in right here.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for three. The relay throw. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff hitter, Carmen Ortiz. That one ripped. And it's caught for the out.
Man, if that drops right there, they would have gotten the potential winning run on base, maybe even in the scoring position, but that's just one of those hang with thems.
This one in the air, center field. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Throw into third. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play.
When you're already in scoring position, if you decide to tag, you really want to be more than 100% confident that you can make it safely to third, because otherwise you take a potential run-scoring opportunity off the board. Great throw to third.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the third baseman, Michael Hellman. Line drive, base hit. Contreras headed home. The relay.
Oh, a swing like that.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. That's ripped into the outfield. She's got it, and that's the third out. First and second, 2 outs. Carmen Ortiz steps in the box once again. It's been an impressive debut for her, Singy.
It certainly has, Boog, and a really good showing from the rookie. You don't always need these youngsters to get off to a hot start, but it certainly makes the transition from the minors easier when they do.
Swinging and drive. Back there. On its way. Ball game. Another homer. And the White Sox walk it off in the 11th.
When you get to extra innings, it seems like every player is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, she did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading home.
Ortiz with a performance she'll never forget in this one, delivering the walk-off win in her MLB debut. What a finish to the first game played by a woman in the major leagues. A 4-hit performance, including a pair of homers.
This is amazing, Boog, and when you tack on how she made history as the first female player ever in MLB.
And this one ends the final 10-8. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. Carmen Ortiz went yard for the first time in her major league career last game. Let's see if she can carry that power surge over to today. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Chicago White Sox. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Bottom of the first. Here's the White Sox DH, Carmen Ortiz. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Ciani makes the play, and there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. She did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Into second, and she's got a double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One out, base is empty. Ortiz, just 21 years old, and she was born in Canada. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
Line to right, base hit. Montgomery on his horse around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's a one-run game. Well, she delivers in a huge spot right there.
Though she's so dialed in, I don't think she even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see players take in this situation.
Out to center. Ciani has this one sized up. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. The relay to the plate.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it.
Ortiz, certainly not the reason they lost this game. 3 hits and a couple of runs knocked in.
It is a big day around these parts, gentlemen. Welcome back. MLB Tonight. Lauren Shahadi here with Carlos Pena and Dan O'Dowd. Baseball history is made. A major league home run hit by a woman. Put that on her already full resume. Breaking barriers at the highest level. By the way, she's got some pop, Los.
You know I'm going to say it.
Say it.
That's what it's all about. Look, it's about grit. It's about tenacity. It's about working hard, seizing the moment, and taking advantage of an opportunity.
Sure.
This is precisely what she has done. She is the embodiment of placata, Dan.
Yeah, it's the swing. What a beautiful swing. It's the swing that everyone's going to remember. There are millions of young girls right now
I like that.
jumping up and down trying to imitate that swing. It was a beautiful swing in a really big situation of the game, too.
Yeah, congratulations on a moment none of us will soon forget.
Carmen Ortiz is getting ready. She not only brings immense talent, but also a contagious enthusiasm for the game. She'll look to put those skills on display today. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Chicago White Sox. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Carmen Ortiz. Chris, what are you looking for from her?
This pitcher's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against her, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way she hurts herself is if she gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Michael Ciani leading things off and takes the strike. Pulls that one foul. Foul ball, still 0-2. Ring him up, says Darryl Parker. That's a strikeout. The first strikeout of the Bigs is a special moment for any pitcher. This one just happens to be historic as well.
The first K of many that I'll be jotting down on future scorecards for her, I'm sure.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mason Wynn. 2 for 9 so far in the series. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and fires. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
And that's outside.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Ball 2.
1 out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
To first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. You're watching White Sox baseball on the show, Chicago. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now it's the White Sox DH, Carmen Ortiz. Singing, even casual fans have heard this player's name. Of course, she's the rare major leaguer who both pitches and hits. I mean, you're talking about a rarity both historically and in the modern game.
Yeah, and you don't.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something she could handle. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and she got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that one is lifted in the air. Ciani flying after this one and makes the grab. Runner tags at second, cut off, throw to third. She makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out. Andrew Vaughn now. Check swing called strike. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a fresh.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
He was all over that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Benintendi to the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off. Benintendi working through some struggles lately. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And that ends the inning. New inning getting started. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Nolan Gorman. Ortiz back to work. Ortiz measures 5 feet 8 inches. She features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, a curve, and she works in a sinker. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees, so that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
Here's Nolan Arenado. 2 for 6 so far in the series. And that one way outside. Ball 1. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And a couple of quick outs. Here's the Cardinal DH, Jordan Walker. In there at the knees.
Well, the key to her success is getting ahead early in the count. She cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so she's going to have to work efficiently.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. She's notched 4 strikeouts now. Offense held in check there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the White Sox 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here on the south side, bottom of the 2nd. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Kyle Teal. Fouled off. He was late. In the air, left field, down the line. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. And there's one down.
Excellent job. And I tell you what, the times that I played left field, getting a play like that, you love the opportunity to make it.
Here's Josh Rojas. One down, base is empty. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And here is Sosa to the plate. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Down in order go the White Sox, but they lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Lars Newbar.
And a swing and a miss there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this pitcher out there on the mound. See if she continues to climb the ladder.
And a foul ball.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
This to third, and foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And down on strikes he goes. Now 5 strikeouts for her on the mound.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
And now here is Pedro Pajes.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Chopped left side. And that quickly 2 away. And stepping in is the speedy Victor Scott. Popped up. And that's a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
She's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the White Sox 1 and the Cardinals 0. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. The shortstop takes the ball. That misses, and that's ball 3. That's to third, Arenado. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. Nobody out, runner at first. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Wasting no time. She's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there. That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power. baseball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Two outs. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back at right field. Now batting Michael Ciani. That's in there. 0-1.
You know, these Cardinals just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
He goes down looking.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure her out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. No swing. That's in for a strike. That one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out of a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. They say he went.
0-1.
That's outside, and that's ball 1. And that's
2
down
balls,
and away.
1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And she strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. And down in order go the Cardinals. They still trail 1-0. 1 out, bases full.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
That one is absolutely belted. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double as they score a pair on the play.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Ortiz back to work. Gorman takes a ball as he stands in for the 2nd time.
You know, these Cards just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. She's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point. And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So she cracks double digits with her 10th strikeout. Here's Nolan Arenado. Fly to center his first time. That misses. Ball 1. The Cards still looking for their first hit in this one. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Next offering is fouled back. Fights it off. He'll see another. That one close. Rule the ball. And the count is even 2-2. Upstairs.
3-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Walker in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Now, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Two down, nobody on. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And she strikes out the side for the 4th time today. So 5 perfect innings in the books. White Sox 4 and the Cardinals nothing. Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and she's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
The 0-2.
Ball inside.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Down on strikes, looking for the 2nd straight plate appearance. And now the catcher comes up to him. Pedro Pajes grounded out his first time. And that's in for a strike. One down, base is empty. Ground ball right side. Steps on first for the out.
She's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind her with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's a speed threat. Victor Scott. There's a strike.
She's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. She's been in attack mode since the very start.
1-1.
Hit on the ground, and it gets through. Just like that, the perfect game is gone. So up next, Michael Ciani. 0 for 2 in this one. Move to first, and he's back in there.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Outside corner, there's a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Scott off of first with 2 away. Next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 the count.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. The Cards leave one. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the White Sox DH, Carmen Ortiz. And a base hit right there. And the leadoff hitter aboard.
Having herself a really nice game at the plate. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise she put a great swing on it.
And we're back. Top of inning number 7. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. Check swing called strike. 0-1.
When a pitcher's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into her pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what she's offering that day.
0-2 now. Strike 3, struck him out for the 3rd time today.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7.
Nope.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
She's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Next offering is in for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
On the ground, and that's just foul.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. Throws to second. And he'll reach second with one away.
Well, he really had to battle for that one. Man, that was so fun to watch. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least.
New arm of the mound for the Cardinals, Gus Varland.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but
that one ripped right center field, and it hits the fence. Montgomery on his horse around third. The relay, he beats it safe, and it's now a 6-run lead. Well, Singishi is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
Ortiz with her first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure she'll feel very good about that and get the ball for her trophy case as she should. A start she won't ever forget.
We watch history tonight together. Welcome inside MLB Tonight with Dan O'Dowd, Carlos Pena. My name is Lauren Shahadi. The first female pitcher in Major League Baseball history got her first win. In control, command of her secondary stuff. She was great, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, historic night, Lauren, and I'm just so excited that she showed the kind of poise she did throughout the entire evening.
Look, as a family, I mean, I imagine that everyone is so proud of her because of the trajectory. Lauren, it's been incredibly difficult to go up through the ranks and then get to this place where she actually achieves her first W. Come on, everyone must be so proud.
I'm sure there were people along the way that said, maybe this isn't your path. You should send them your box score, right? Congratulations on a fabulous night.
Carmen Ortiz with 5 hits last time out. Simply amazing. All eyes on this standout prospect today. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, ready to go here. And now the DH, Carmen Ortiz.
Number 22.
That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And she's got a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Challenged her with a fastball right in the heart of the zone. She was clearly ready to jump all over it.
2 out, space is empty. Ortiz, just 21 years old. She's usually in the outfield. Today, she's the DH. Hit in the air, right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. A massive home run. 3rd home run of the season. It's 3-0.
She's so good at getting her arms extended, and that's exactly what she did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but she doesn't allow her wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Runner at 3rd, 2 away. Hard hit, could be extra bases. In to score is the runner from 3rd. Tie ball game, 4-4. And she'll pull into second safely.
She has had such a good day today. I don't think she's going to want to leave when it's over.
Couple of doubles today for the DH. Top of inning number 7. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff hitter, Carmen Ortiz. That's hard hit on the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. 2 down. Go-ahead run in scoring position.
Great swing of the bat right there. Trying to get on as that go-ahead run. She just wasn't able to find a hole.
This one trailed right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. Another homer. Her 2nd home run of the game, and that's how they take the lead. It's 6-4. Singy, the ball is jumping off her bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Get as many high fives as possible. Man, this player's a ball of energy right now and having the game of her life.
Ortiz was a big contributor for them in the win. A 4-hit performance, including a pair of homers. Carmen Ortiz, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. She'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next. So up next for Chicago, Carmen Ortiz. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so she's feeling good coming in. That one ripped. This one could be trouble. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
She was all over that one. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
1st and 2nd, 2 outs. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Hard hit, base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 3-2.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Center field, Ortiz settles underneath it, and that is that. 2 out, space is empty. Well struck, right field. Out of here! That's her 3rd home run of the series, and it ties it up. It's 3-3. Chris, she's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and she's got her timing locked in. She's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Payoff pitch. In the air, center field. Ortiz under it. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. Throw comes into third. And he gets to third safely, moving up on the fly out, and there are 2 gone. And now the right fielder, Nathan Lucas. This one in the air, center field. Ortiz makes her way towards it. She's got it, and there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. She saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's her friend, he'll give her a second to catch her breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
High fly ball out to center field. Ortiz hauls it in, 2 away. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the top of the 6th. And now the center fielder, Carmen Ortiz. Line drive, that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
1 down. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. One and 2 now. Swung on, belted. Way back there. Feeling for the wall as she makes the catch.
Man, he hammered that one to center. I thought it was out of here, but Wynn just absolutely killed it.
2 down, bases empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Carmen Ortiz.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give her the cycle.
Ripped on a line to center. Varsho makes the play, and it's out number 3. Ortiz played brilliantly despite the loss. Put together 3 hits, 1 of them a home run.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. They didn't get the win.
2 on, 1 out. Ortiz digs in now. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Springer there makes the catch. Runner tags and goes to third.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score in a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Bottom of the 1st. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Stuart Baroa. That's towards center. She makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Up next to the White Sox, the center fielder, Carmen Ortiz.
Foul ball there. towards right center. That's well struck back there. Get out of town. That's her 4th home run of the series. And they jump out front. It's 3-2. That's her 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This player is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. She put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Ortiz with a homer in her last game. On the ground to first, could be 2. Slings to second. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. So the batting order turns over. Stuart Baroa now at the plate. 1 down, base is empty. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into her highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Base knock right field. Coming home. The throw in. It's off the mark and he scores. And it's now a 6-run lead. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
And it falls.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already.
So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. Man on second, 2 down. Back up the middle and a base hit. Coming home. The throw in. Safe. And it's 8-3. 1 out, base is empty. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position as you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
So up next, Carmen Ortiz. She's already homered here in this one. She's a major topic of conversation, the rare 2-way player at the big league level. It's pretty early on in her major league career, but it's driving a lot of excitement around the game.
Yeah, Boog, hard to not get excited about a player with this much athleticism, this much talent. Just such a rare thing.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out. So a man at first. Now the third baseman, Addison Barger. And that one is lifted in the air. Ortiz under it. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Ortiz was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win.
I'll tell you, I was excited every time she came up. When a player is locked in like she was, it's a really special feeling.
Carmen Ortiz, fresh off an incredible series and ready to go. Can she keep the good times going in this one? It's the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Now it's the DH, Carmen Ortiz.
I'm liking the power she's shown recently. 4 round trippers in the last 5 games.
Here's a swing and a drive, left field, and she knew it. They must be going crazy in the dugout. Her 7th home run of the season. It's 3-0. So the streak stays alive. Her 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. She's absolutely punishing mistakes right now she can't miss. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. She was all over that fastball.
2 outs, base is empty. That's hard hit on the line. McCarthy makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Offense held. So now the DH spot, Carmen Ortiz. And it was a homer back in the 1st inning that got her day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast. Her fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So if you showed up late to this one, you missed out on a big moment early on.
Here's a rocket out to left. Gurriel handles the chance, and that is that. Carmen Ortiz steps to the plate for the White Sox. She's already homered in this game. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Here on the south side, all set for the bottom of the 11th. So now it's the White Sox DH, Carmen Ortiz. Man supply back to work. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. In comes the winning run, and the White Sox walk it off in the 11th.
She had to feel the pressure. Winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
Ortiz had a sensational day, capped by the walk-off.
This is the kind of game she'll never forget. She was a force all game long at the plate and won the game on a walk-off. This was a really special performance.
And a final 8-7. A 1-run extra inning win. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the Chicago White Sox. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. Carmen Ortiz riding a power surge coming into this one, Chris. She's homered in 4 straight games.
She is managing to find pitches that she can barrel up and do damage with, and really that's the key for her. As long as she can get the bat to it, because she's so strong, there's a good chance that it leaves the ballpark.
So just about set now, and towing the slab in this one, Carmen Ortiz. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how she's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, she's more calm and settles in. She's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most pitchers, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, she gets looser, the ball comes out of her hand with more life, and she's able to wiggle off the hook of, you know, tough situations and get her team back in the dugout.
Foul ball there. And that's way high. And it's 1-1. Swing and a miss.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
And that one is lifted in the air. And Benintendi able to make the grab. Now up next for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo. Inside, just missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. And now 2 balls and a strike. Way out front for strike 2. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 1 out, base is empty. Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder. Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Eugenio Suarez in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Next offering is in for a strike. Perdomo off of first with 2 away. The 1-1 is fouled off. That's to third. Rojas zips it to first. That's the 3rd out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Bottom of the 1st. Here's the White Sox DH, Carmen Ortiz. Ortiz launched a homer in her most recent game. Liner caught it second.
She put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Josh Naylor leading things off and takes a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Fights it off, he'll see another.
see if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. She finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a pitch. Just off the outside corner, and it's 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. This is Corbin Carroll.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. More than an RBI per game over his last 10. Here's a fun fact on Corbin, and I don't know if everyone remembers their first jersey, but Carroll certainly does. He used to rock an Ichiro Suzuki growing up.
And the 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. 0-2 now. Stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Adrian Del Castillo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. A big game for him last night. He had 4 hits in that one. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Swings through that.
1-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
She just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
2 down, nobody on. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Diamondbacks down quickly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Ortiz back to work. That one missed. Smith went deep in his most recent game. And that is out of play. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a foul straight back. The 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Out to short, Montgomery. Over to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Gurriel, a former All-Star, hitting 9th in today's lineup, and he was born in Cuba. Top of the 3rd, no score. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one just misses, and it's 1-2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say she's convinced, but it looks like she's accepted it.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Outside low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And here's a 3-2. And there's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat. So the batting order turns over. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. First pitch just misses.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
Man at first, 1 away. And now 2-1.
2-1.
Line drive, base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. She can go anywhere she wants to go right here.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
2 on, 1 out. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there. And that's a result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't blow real hard have to rely on location and mixing up the speeds. That wasn't the best location with the fastball, but clearly that wasn't the pitch he was looking for at the plate either.
Marte in the box now, takes strike 1. First and second, 2 down here in the second game of the series. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Two on, 2 outs. And that misses. And the count is 1-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in. Just
threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning.
She competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Nobody out. Runner at first.
Designated hitter, Thomas Ortiz.
That one pulled foul. That one is absolutely belted. Slams off the bottom of the wall. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. She hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Here on the south side, out of the fourth. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Eugenio Suarez. Yeah, that's fouled off.
She's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And he grounds one to the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. And now it's Josh Naylor. Struck out swinging his first time. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. Line drive, base hit. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
No,
Carroll in the box, lays off for ball one. Up and in, and that's ball two.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on, probably a challenge pitch coming.
The other way, and it stays fair. One runs in. Benintendi hustles to get it in. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play. Go ahead run on base. Next to hit for Arizona, Adrian Del Castillo. Golden opportunity right here. That one finds the corner. 0-1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. She's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Naylor, the runner at third. Carroll at second with nobody out. That's inside.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Couldn't get the chase there. Let's see what she comes back with next.
Pitch misses there, and it's 2-2.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended, which you have to be.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Smith in the box now. Takes strike one. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him swinging.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Here's Gurriel. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Just off the outside edge. Now 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Traffic on the bases with one already in. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ball popped up. Double. And that's the 3rd out. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Frazier Ellard.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Rips that one to right. Carroll makes the catch. One down. Carmen Ortiz steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 3. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. For second home run of the series, and we're starting over. It's 2-2. And that's her 5th straight game leaving the yard.
And boom, if she goes a game or two without hitting a home run, she's going to feel like she's going to get sit down to the minor leagues. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side is a hitter. It's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Ortiz with a good enough outing on the mound and put on a hitting clinic. Quite the two-way performance.
Boog, she was okay on the hill, but I'm really impressed by how she was hitting. She was driving their offense in this one. Excellent game offensively.
Bottom of the first. And the batter now, Carmen Ortiz. And that one hammered way back there. And it's gone. That's her 3rd home run of the series. It's 1-0. And just like that, her home run streak is up to 6.
She's an absolute machine, working really well at the plate right now. She just can't miss every time she swings. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. She was all over that fastball.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Carroll makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back here on the south side, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now it's the White Sox DH, Carmen Ortiz. There's a swing and a drive. This one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and her 2nd hit.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Rojas rounds 3rd, headed for the plate. 1 run across, coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and her hot hitting continues.
They kept her in the yard that time, but all she's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this player.
Ortiz had a sensational showing in the win. Had 3 hits, 1 of them a homer.
Such a tremendous